I lived in the neighborhood and the neighbors next door had told me the house was for sale. And I came on a whim to see it, and I loved it because nothing had been changed. I grew up in an old house and I really like it. I like the moldings, I like the doors with all their details. I like the creaks that are here and there. I mean, it's definitely much more work than having a new house.
There was mold in the bathroom window. Some of them didn't go up very easily. So they weren't as usable much as we wanted to use them. They weren't really as usable as we wanted them to be.
I had gone to replace a window at a glass shop in Ottawa. And in talking to the people there, I said, I'm having a really difficult time finding somebody who restores old windows. The person I was talking to suggested Paul. He had read about Paul's work in The Citizen, so I contacted him. He came and had a look. And right away it was nice to have somebody who walked in and said, appreciated everything and was saying, no, that's totally doable. Here, I'll show you. I've done it before.
I thought Karen was meticulous, but Paul was even more meticulous. And that's a massive compliment, because for me it became an art process almost. Every day was like discovery. Windows would come back and we'd be going, are these the same windows?
Working with Paul was fantastic. It wasn't like they were just doing a job for us. They were actually involved and, you know, just as excited. Hey, look at this. This looks fantastic. And they were efficient. They'd leave. There would be no mess. They were just as happy about the results as we were.
I think for the kids and I think for us to see things just taken apart and put back together again. It was like watching a clock being reassembled, and the clock worked at the end of the process. So, yeah, it was fantastic.
And as we were going through the process of doing the windows, Paul was helping because we had to paint the windows, so I had to come up with a painting plan. And so he was very helpful in trying to come up with a plan of colors, how many colors, because there's a lot of woodwork on the front, and how they should be organized. And so we went with Paul to do the paint job too, and I'm really happy because he did a fantastic job.
Several houses now along the street that have done this process. Having those houses really restored in a beautiful way actually adds to the character of the street. And I think the local council are actually starting to see that.
The Heritage Month is the perfect occasion to draw attention to the outstanding contribution of citizens working in this environment. By their actions, they are bringing an exceptional vitality to our heritage. Without delay, the city would like to present certificates to Gatineau residents and organisms heavily involved in their community. For their outstanding contribution to the enhancement of the built heritage of the Hall sector, the city presents a certificate to Mrs. Karen Whitehat and Mr. Michael Montgomery.
François. I'm a great believer in a saying which is that good work is love made evident. And I think what I want to do is thank the person who very, very lovingly restored our wonderful house, Mr. Paul Dennis. And as the work was happening in our house, I realized this wasn't just a restoration or a renovation. Paul, in terms of how he approached the work, and we really appreciated this, he did it with great care and love for the character of the house. And at the end of the process, not only did we have restored windows, but we had a facade of the house which was painted, which brought the house truly to life. And it would have, I think, pleased Taché and others who had a vision for this living space. So I want to say thank you, and thank you to the municipality for making this award. Thank you.